Did you know that Catholics believe in 73 holy books among Christians while Protestants adhere to 66? The Vatican occasionally overlooks the biblical Apocrypha, containing other religious works that narrate stories challenging centuries-old teachings. Often less acknowledged, these narratives present a fascinating aspect of religious diversity. Today, let's delve into the video to explore this mind-blowing incident in Israel, discovering hidden stories that question established beliefs. Have you ever wondered how many people would believe in Jesus if he were portrayed as angry, self-centered, and not fond of women? It's indeed peculiar that the Gospel of Thomas presents the Savior in such an unusual way. On the flip side, the Gospel of Barnabas suggests that Christ was merely a human, not the Son of God. According to this text, Christ supposedly leaped out of a window to escape during the Last Supper, leaving Judas Iscariot to face the consequences. Delving deeper into religious texts, the Old Testament presents even more peculiar narratives. It suggests that angels were made of flesh and blood, people traveled to space before us, and God is portrayed as an alien. Surprisingly, the Vatican discredits the apocryphal book of Enoch, dismissing its potential for containing astounding revelations. Could the Church avoid this text because it holds information challenging present-day beliefs? In 1946, young shepherds stumbled upon ancient books in clay pots in a remote cave. One of these texts was the original book of Enoch, containing intriguing details. While the Bible mentions Enoch briefly, the text dedicates 5 lines to a man named Enoch, described as a normal, good person with ties to Seth, the son of Adam and Eve. Enoch, more than a mere mortal? Enoch's existence is believed to have dated back to the 3rd millennium BC. According to records, he spent a mere 65 years on earth. However, Genesis diverges, suggesting Enoch walked with God for more than 300 years. Theologians still debate the true meaning behind this biblical phrase, sparking ongoing discussions among experts. Ancient sources offer intriguing perspectives on Enoch, portraying him as more than an ordinary individual. The ancient Egyptian chronicle, known as the Kit, intriguingly credits Enoch with aiding in the construction of the Great Pyramids. Additionally, his name appears on the Weld-Blundell prism, an ancient Sumerian artifact cataloging the prominent kings of that era. Despite these potential connections, the Vatican has historically disregarded Enoch's writings. The entire book of Enoch delves into the era predating the Old Testament, particularly events preceding the Great Flood. The text aligns with canonical biblical narratives regarding the creation of the world and the account of Adam and Eve. However, it diverges by detailing events absent from the Bible. For instance, while the book of Genesis briefly mentions the union between earthly girls and sons of God, leading to the birth of giants, Enoch dedicates an entire book to this concept. This discrepancy raises questions about why Enoch elaborated on these events when they receive minimal mention in the Bible, challenging established religious narratives. Further, he also sheds light on the happenings of ancient times. He spoke of the fallen angels, also known as the Nephilim, described as the offspring of God. Defying God's command, these angels chose to dwell among humans rather than returning to heaven. Their leader, Samyaza, urged them to share their celestial knowledge in areas like astronomy, metallurgy, magic, and medicine with humanity. Yet this newfound wisdom only led to unfairness, with swift learners oppressing others, the unfortunate legacy of the Nephilim. Moreover, these Nephilim became sources of sin. Whenever they had relations with earthly women, their offspring were giants, posing a strain on Earth's resources. These giants grew into rulers who dominated and sometimes preyed upon the people, creating chaos and strife. Enoch narrates that this turmoil led God to enact a global flood. The purpose was to eradicate these giants and restore peace to the world. The flood was intended to cleanse Earth of their influence and start anew. Interestingly, this narrative was once widely believed, and some ancient texts, like the canonical Epistle of Jude, made references to it. While the Book of Enoch remains significant in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Vatican excluded it from the official Bible. The Vatican's reluctance stemmed from its aversion to the notion of divine beings introducing sin to earth, causing a divergence in the acceptance of this account. In traditional Christianity, sin is generally attributed only to people. The Book of Enoch introduced a different perspective, claiming that divine beings brought sin to earth. Many church members vehemently opposed this narrative, with some even suggesting it was superior to other books. British researcher Henry Heyman contested the book in 1898, asserting it was not written by Enoch, but by an unrelated group of writers, challenging its religious authenticity. Controversies persist, with some recent publications like the 2022 story from Tomorrow's World portal labeling the Book of Enoch as fake. The Vatican's eagerness to discredit the Book of Enoch raises questions. While some argue that the differences between Enoch's text and the official Bible are minor, the possibility of hidden secrets lingers. This prompts speculation about whether history is deliberately misaligned to avoid confronting these potential revelations. Enoch's comprehensive accounts. Enoch's writings offer an incredibly detailed account of the giants or Nephilim, almost as if he had personal knowledge of them. Some propose that this old book might hold even more secrets that challenge established narratives. Further, Enoch's narratives find intriguing parallels and tales from various cultures. Stories of people of huge size appear in Greek tales, the Old Testament, and folklore from around the world. Notably, some Central African groups believe their ancestors originated from a giant named Bamba, mirroring Enoch's descriptions. According to legend, some believe that Bamba, a giant figure, sent messages to Earth to assist in shaping the world and aiding people. Like Enoch's account of the Nephilim, not all these giant beings succeeded in their endeavors. This shared narrative raises intriguing questions about the interconnectedness of such stories. Global tales of creation. Chinese legend tells of Pangu, a colossal figure who split the chaotic universe with a massive axe, creating the balanced halves known as yin and yang. Before ascending to heaven, Pangu assigned his helpers the task of organizing the world. Though originating in vastly different regions, these stories can be seen as varying interpretations of the events described in Enoch. Enoch narrates the consequence of the angry Lord sending the Nephilim into darkness due to betrayal by the people who serve them. This parallel theme emerges in Greek mythology, where the Titans akin to the Nephilim fought against the main god Zeus and were ultimately defeated and imprisoned in the dark abyss of Tartarus. The enduring linguistic connection between the words Titan and giant across many languages underscores the direct link between Enoch's story and ancient Greek beliefs. Notably, the official Bible doesn't extensively discuss giants from the past, prompting speculation about potential motivations for this silence. Some suggest that the church may seek to conceal the notion that giants were once more formidable than current perceptions. American legends and archaeological discoveries. Numerous American legends not only reference giants, but also imply coexistence with humans. Archaeological findings in burial grounds have uncovered intriguing details. For instance, a bone measuring over 5 meters in length was discovered in a burial mound. The individual wore copper bracelets on each hand and a substantial mica necklace around their chest, indicating a level of respect for this giant figure in ancient times. The unearthing of a burial mound, housing the remains of a giant accompanied by at least 10 individuals adorned with intricate jewelry, added a layer of fascination to the find. Scientists theorize that this discovery potentially identified the graves of a giant king and his closest followers. This raises intriguing questions about the existence of a time when giants may have ruled over people. The Book of Enoch, despite the Vatican's disagreement, supports this concept, depicting a scenario where people, against God's command, worship giants who were considered half-gods due to their connection to the Nephilim. Some experts propose that evidence hints at the survival of a small group of giants even after the catastrophic flood. Allegedly, these giants were subsequently chosen as leaders by the people. However, these leaders may have been unaware of certain concealed truths that the Vatican is believed to have hidden for centuries. Alternatively, the priesthood's disapproval of the Book of Enoch might have deeper roots, stemming from Enoch's bold claims. The ancient author challenged conventional beliefs by suggesting that the Nephilim, often perceived as fallen angels, could be extraterrestrial beings from another planet. While this notion may seem far-fetched, especially considering Enoch's existence 5,000 years ago, his narrative surprisingly contains remarkably accurate details about the workings of the world. Enoch, as one of Earth's earliest inhabitants, understandably lacked extensive knowledge about the stars. Nonetheless, his book provides valuable information about celestial bodies, showcasing a level of understanding that aligns with biblical accounts. Heavenly luminaries. Enoch's cosmic revelation in the ancient text attributed to Enoch, a profound chapter, is dedicated to the celestial bodies, particularly the sun and the moon. According to Enoch, these luminaries traverse specific gates, unveiling the intricate dance between Earth, the sun, and the moon. In a statement of cosmic awareness, Enoch acknowledges a fundamental truth. The moon doesn't give off its own light, but instead reflects sunlight. This celestial reflection, he asserts, is the origin of the moon's various stages. Enoch's celestial insights transcend mere observational wisdom. Astonishingly, he recognizes the Earth as a sphere and comprehends its orbital relationship with the sun, contrary to common belief that figures like Nicholas Cernus and Galileo Galilei were pioneers in heliocentric discussions during the 1600s. Enoch's writings predate these thinkers, demonstrating an advanced cosmic understanding. Enoch delves into the categorization of stars in his revelations, proposing criteria based on weight, brightness, and distance from Earth. Strikingly, contemporary scientists categorize stars along similar lines, considering the systemic magnitude, brightness, and spatial distance. Enoch's ancient insights remarkably align with our modern astronomical classifications. Further, Enoch's contribution extends beyond theoretical frameworks. He presents a comprehensive method to determine the positions of the sun and moon on any given day, a model that continues to hold true today. The precision of Enoch's astronomical knowledge raises a perplexing question. How did he acquire such profound cosmic awareness? While acknowledging Enoch's intelligence for his time, it seems improbable that he solely gleaned these cosmic truths through nightly stargazing on Earth. An intriguing hypothesis emerges. Did Enoch have the unique opportunity to witness Earth from space? Such an experience would explain his unparalleled understanding of Earth's celestial dynamics. In an exciting segment, Enoch refers to the treasury of light and thunder, describing an enigmatic phenomenon within Earth's atmosphere. Here, he articulates the buildup of light energy between clouds, culminating in thunderstorms. While conventional lightning remains invisible from Earth, space station workers witness its formation daily. Enoch, the ancient prophet, attributes his cosmic knowledge to a divine source, claiming that the most important God granted him this wisdom. Moreover, he narrates a remarkable journey to the palace of the most important God. Envisioning this celestial abode, Enoch describes a structure adorned with floors and walls crafted from crystal, illuminated by a brilliant cold light resembling fire and snow. This ethereal palace resembles contemporary artificial lighting. However, the awe-inspiring aspect lies in its ability to defy gravity, suggesting Enoch's belief in a spherical Earth revolving around the sun. Vimanas and flying houses, a global connection. Intriguingly, ancient Indian epics echo Enoch's narrative with the mention of Vimanas, shining flying houses in the sky, believed to be abodes for numerous gods. The parallels between Enoch's accounts and Hindu stories raise the possibility of a shared cosmic understanding. The flying castle, transcending geographical barriers, serves as a cosmic bridge, connecting disparate cultures through shared celestial imagery. Considering the vast geographical distances, skeptics might question how Enoch, residing in one corner of the ancient world, could perceive such phenomena. The Book of Enoch, often viewed through a religious lens, takes an unexpected turn when considered as a potential chronicle of extraterrestrial encounters. Could Enoch's encounters and cosmic insights be a detailed account of interactions with beings from beyond our world? Intriguingly, the Vatican's reluctance or disapproval of the Book of Enoch may stem from more than religious concerns. While Christians traditionally acknowledge God and angels existing beyond Earth, Enoch introduces a compelling extraterrestrial dimension to this cosmic narrative. Enoch's celestial Odyssey, walking with God across the cosmos. The enigmatic biblical passage stating Enoch walked with God for 300 years prompts contemplation. Could it signify a cosmic journey with the divine? The Book of Enoch unveils an extraordinary narrative asserting that angels facilitated Enoch's purification in a fragrant liquid reminiscent of incense. Enoch stood ready for an otherworldly sojourn, clad in a luminous white robe. In this cosmic voyage, the Lord depicted as mysterious delayed Enoch's journey until these celestial preparations were complete. However, a nuanced interpretation suggests this may symbolize the metaphorical cleansing of the righteous before encountering the divine. It emphasizes the spiritual readiness of the believer rather than a literal cosmic expedition. The Book of Enoch, as we know it today, is not the original. In the 18th century, a fortuitous discovery in Egypt led to the manuscript's relocation to Europe. Driven by his perspectives, Professor Richard Lawrence translated the text from Hebrew to English. Yet faced with difficulties in comprehending certain passages, Lawrence opted for reinterpretation. The consequence was the introduction of his own words and the omission of segments altering the essence of the ancient text. Subsequent attempts at translation by various scholars exacerbated the challenge. Each edition birthed divergent popular ideas and interpretations, transforming some sections into quasi-sermons. Consequently, the original essence of the Book of Enoch became obscured amidst evolving interpretations and diverse scholarly perspectives, a non-religious perspective. While interpreting the Book of Enoch, a non-religious lens unveils an alternative narrative. Imagine living in a pre-modern era and suddenly being visited by aliens. How would you describe such an encounter without understanding their technology? Enoch, facing extraordinary events, employed clear metaphors and mythical imagery to convey his experiences. Religious themes evolved much later, influenced by diverse translators and interpretations. Envisioning astronauts from other planets as celestial beings, Enoch transformed extraterrestrial visitors into angels and cherubim. Their leaders ascended to the status of archangels, serving the supreme commander identified as the Lord. The once heat-resistant panels metamorphosed into mirror-like crystals, while LED lights assumed the form of ethereal cold fire. Over time, these extraterrestrial spaceships evolved into exquisite flying abodes. The vivid scene where angels wash Enoch with incense and clothe him in a snow-white robe undergoes a metamorphosis. Originally an extraterrestrial tour and lesson, it transforms into a symbolic cleansing for earthly beings upon boarding the celestial crafts. The subsequent transition into all-white spacesuits aligns intriguingly with Enoch's profound astronomical knowledge, emphasizing a deep understanding of the stars. Enoch's narrative, originating from encounters with extraterrestrial beings, poses a challenge for the Asian author. While the alien angels provided a comprehensive tour and imparted knowledge, the author struggled to fully comprehend their teachings. Consequently, the Book of Enoch stands as a fragmented account, with the author piecing together elements of the extraterrestrial encounter based on limited understanding. But the perplexing question remains: why do we often envision aliens as radically different life forms like intelligent reptiloids or talking rocks? In stark contrast, Enoch's account describes fallen alien angels that resemble people. How did Enoch in his ancient time communicate with these extraterrestrial beings? Life beyond Earth, a British astronomer's insight. Fred Hoyle, a British astronomer, offers a thought-provoking idea. In his 1984 book, Evolution from Space, Hoyle suggests that life may have originated elsewhere in the cosmos. He proposes the existence of an advanced extraterrestrial society capable of living on planets that can sustain life. According to Hoyle, this extraterrestrial society played a pivotal role in shaping humanity's development. In this perspective, humans are not a new species, but descendants of beings that once dwelled beyond Earth. As a species, we are akin to a branch of society from another planet, now lost in the vastness of space. Despite our transformed appearance over millions of years and changes in climate, Hoyle suggests that we still bear similarities to our cosmic ancestors. Enoch, referring to the fallen angels as humanoid rather than human, accentuates their dissimilarity to us. This notion potentially elucidates the connection between the Nephilim and human women, offering a plausible explanation for their interaction. A plausible explanation emerges. Women on Earth might have had children with aliens. If, as suggested, we share a common cosmic parent, the presence of Neanderthal DNA within our genetic makeup supports the notion that diverse human types interbred. This intermingling, echoing Enoch's narrative of celestial unions, provides a potential explanation for the interplay between human women and extraterrestrial beings. In our contemporary era, humanity sends signals into space not only in an attempt to communicate with other life forms, but also to reach out to our ancestors from ages past. This endeavor signifies a broader quest for connection and understanding that extends beyond the bounds of our immediate terrestrial existence. Despite skepticism from the Vatican and scholarly circles, the Book of Enoch finds confirmation in unexpected places. In the 1970s, American researcher Carl Sagan brought to light the captivating stories of the Dogon people in Western Sudan. Locals claim that a real God had recently visited them, unraveling secrets of the universe. These revelations, distinct from the region's customary tales, initially seemed fanciful. Yet it was revealed that a European traveler had visited the area in the 1930s, sparking the Dogon people's belief in his celestial nature. This traveler likely shared stories about Sirius from a well-known book, which over time evolved into intricate myths within the Dogon culture. So what do you think of the incident that happened in Israel? Comment below and subscribe for more.